All right, let's dive in. Today, we're heading over to Malaysia.
Oh, Malaysia.
Yeah, to check out the OSH Tech Symposium 2025.
Sounds interesting.
It is. It's all about the future of workplace safety. Imagine like cutting edge tech, all those real world solutions all in one place.
So like a mix of what TED Talk inspiration with, practical how-to stuff,
Exactly. And the biggest thing there, AI.
AI. So robots are going to take over safety now.
Not exactly. It's more like AI boosting what humans can already do, making workplaces even safer.
Okay, so that makes sense with their theme, right? Improving workplace safety through human AI collaboration.
Exactly. It's all about humans and AI working as a team. And get this, it's happening right now, not in some far-off future. We're talking about real solutions being used across industries. Want to hear about some of the speaker sessions?
Yeah, for sure. Let's hear it.
Okay, so this one caught my eye right away. Human AI Tag Team for Next Gen HSE by Sri Prathini A.P. Arudra
Yeah.
and Dr. Liang Kim Meng. Now, Dr. Liang's background is fascinating.
What's that?
Well, he developed this system to analyze human behavior. And guess what? It's being used in over 100 prisons in Malaysia.
Wow, that's high stakes. Prisons.
Right. And what he's found is that in those tense situations, human behavior gets kind of predictable.
Yeah, I guess under pressure, people react in certain ways.
Exactly. And he's taking that idea and applying it to workplace safety. So AI, by looking at data, it can pick up on those like subtle cues that someone might be about to make a mistake, maybe even a dangerous one.
So it's like AI is preventing those close call moments from becoming real accidents.
You got it. And then there's Mohammed Amrazad Ruslan. He's looking at how to help injured workers get back to work safely. His session is called AI Application for RTW
It's
Program,
RTW.
Return to Work. And it's all about using AI to create these personalized plans for rehab.
Makes sense, yeah. AI could really be helpful there, not just getting people back quicker, but making sure they're fully recovered, able to do their jobs safely.
Absolutely. And it can track how they're doing, see if there are any problems, even suggest changes to the rehab plan. It's all about getting people back to 100% safely.
So it's a win-win for both the worker and the employer.
Exactly. Now, get ready for this one. It sounds like something from a medical TV show.
Okay, let's hear it.
Revolutionizing hospital operations. The Future of Medical Device Asset Tracking and Indoor Air Quality by Mode Haikal bin Mode Ruckman. It's about using AI to manage everything that's happening inside a hospital.
Wow, so AI could keep track of every single piece of equipment, making sure it's working and ready to go.
That's the idea. And think about how that improves patient safety. Misplaced equipment, or if something breaks down, that can be really bad in a hospital.
Yeah, that's true.
But if AI is watching over everything, the chances of that happening drop way down.
And it's not just the equipment, right? You mentioned air quality too.
Right. Making sure the air is safe for both the patients and the staff. That's huge for hospital safety overall.
Sure.
Now, talking about monitoring, Dr. Retnam Visvambhan's session is Revolutionizing Safety Management, the integration of advanced AI and sensor technology for machines and workers.
Sounds intense.
It is. It's all about sensors and AI working together to predict if equipment might fail and to see if any workers are at risk. And this is happening in real time.
Whoa, so it's about preventing those big accidents before they even have a chance to happen.
Exactly. Instead of just reacting to problems, the AI is always looking at data, finding patterns, and flagging issues before they become serious.
Like an AI guardian angel watching over everyone and everything.
And the cool thing is, it's not just about finding problems, it's about offering solutions too. Like AI can suggest maintenance, changes to how work is done, even personalized safety tips for each worker based on their job and their environment.
So it's not just reactive, it's proactive and predictive. That could really change how many accidents and injuries happen at work.
Now, with all this talk about sensors and AI, it might sound super high tech, right? But AI is also being used to improve how we manage safety, the more basic stuff.
Oh, interesting. Like what?
Well, Circe Hidula's session, Leveraging AI and Fostering Workplace Safety, is all about that. He's talking about using AI to make safety training more interesting and engaging.
Okay, because those traditional safety trainings, let's be honest, they can be pretty boring.
Right, so the idea is to make them tailored to each person, adapting to how they learn. It's about getting rid of those generic, one-size-fits-all training modules.
And if it's interesting, people are more likely to pay attention and actually remember the information.
Exactly. And it's not just training. He's also talking about how AI can look at safety documents, like manuals and stuff, to find places where the language is confusing.
So like an AI editor, making sure the information is clear and easy to understand.
You got it. It's all about preventing those accidents that happen because someone didn't understand the safety rules.
That's smart. using AI to make sure everyone's on the same page when it comes to safety.
And it's all part of his bigger idea, using AI not to react to safety problems, but to stop them from happening in the first place.
A total shift in how we think about workplace safety. It's exciting to see all these new ideas being explored at this symposium.
But what's really impressive is they're not just focusing on the tech itself, they're also talking about using it ethically and responsibly.
That's super important. AI is a powerful tool. It needs to be used carefully.
Absolutely. And it looks like the people organizing this symposium get that. They have sessions on AI ethics and workshops on making sure AI benefits everyone.
It's great they're looking at the whole picture, not just the tech side of things, but also the ethics and how it affects people.
And that leads to the why behind all of this. The symposium's organizers have 5 main goals.
5.
Yeah. Educate, highlight, address, empower, and facilitate.
So it's not just about showing off cool tech. It's about giving people the knowledge to use AI the right way to make work safer.
Right. It's about giving safety pros, industry leaders, and workers the power to understand how AI can make a difference in their jobs.
Sound like they're creating a space for everyone to work together and share what they know, which is super important for innovation and making progress in this field.
And let's not forget the practical stuff. Attendees can take part in workshops, get hands-on experience with the tech, see how it's being used in different industries, and brainstorm how to use it in their own workplaces.
It's bridging the gap between the ideas and putting those ideas into action in the real world.
And then, of course, there's the networking. Imagine being in a room with all these experts in AI and safety, people who are pushing the limits of what's possible.
That's incredible, yeah. To connect with people, learn from each other, maybe even come up with new ideas.
It's like a spark for innovation, bringing together people from all over to share their knowledge and work towards a shared goal, making work safer and healthier.
Couldn't agree more.
But it's not all work and no play, right?
Oh, what else is there?
Well, the symposium's at the Sedia City Convention Center, and that's just a short trip from Kuala Lumpur.
Ah, so people can combine the event with some sightseeing, maybe try some Malaysian food.
Exactly. It's the best of both worlds. Professional development and experiencing a new culture.
I like it.
And the fact that people from all over the world are coming to this symposium, that shows how important this topic is. It's clear that everyone's thinking about this, and Malaysia is becoming a center for innovation in this area.
That's really cool.
So, as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, what are you most excited about? For me, it's how AI can change how we think about safety at work. It's not just about reducing risks. It's about creating a culture where accidents are predicted and avoided.
That's a powerful vision, and it's becoming more and more possible thanks to AI. But it's not just about the technology itself, it's how we use it. And events like this symposium are so important because they bring together the people who are shaping the future of AI and safety, making sure it's a future we can all be excited about.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
And that's just a glimpse of what's happening at the OSH Tech Symposium 2025. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll dig into some of the other speakers and topics, exploring even more ways AI is being used to make workplaces safer. So stay tuned, there's much more to come. You know, it's really something to see this much focus on AI when it comes to safety at work.
It is, for sure.
It feels like everybody's realizing just how much AI can do.
I think so, yeah. And there's still so much more to explore. Like we have Dr. Mokhtar from DOSH.
DOSH?
Yeah, Malaysia's Department of Occupational Safety and Health. He'll be presenting on HI-ratting.
IRADC, remind me what that is again?
Hazard identification, risk assessment, and determining control. It's like the foundation of any good safety program, right?
Right, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, what's Dr. Mokhtar going to say about AI? Like, how can AI make that even better?
Me too. I mean, identifying hazards, that's one thing, but figuring out how risky they actually are.
That's the hard part.
Exactly. That's where AI can really shine, right? It can crunch all that data, find those little patterns and connections that we might miss.
Yeah, like think about it.
I am.
AI could look at worker fatigue, what the environment's like, even past accidents, all at once.
To come up with a much better risk assessment.
Exactly. That's huge for making the right decisions.
And while we're on the topic of data, there's Mr. Mapis bin Jace. He's talking about AI-assisted ISO 45000 for performance evaluation.
Okay, back up. ISO 4504. What's that?
It's like a set of rules for managing health and safety at work.
So like a guide to build a strong safety culture.
Exactly. So his session is probably about how AI can help companies see how well they're doing based on those guidelines.
Like an AI consultant, always checking your safety practices, pointing out what needs work, suggesting ways to meet those standards.
And not just meet them, but go above and beyond.
Imagine being able to compare yourself to the best and using AI to find those little things that can make a real difference.
That's a great point. Now, we've been talking about how AI can affect safety inside companies, but we should hear from the people who are actually doing the work.
The ones in the front lines.
Yeah, and Dr. Shamsul's session, AI Learning the Voice of the Malaysian Manufacturing Industry, is all about that.
Manufacturing, they're always the first to try new tech, so their view on AI and safety is really important.
I'm really interested to hear about the challenges they've faced, what they've learned, and where they see AI going in manufacturing.
Definitely. Now, this one really caught my attention. AI, the Synergy of Physics and OSH by Dr. Iskandar Zulkarnain. Now, that's an interesting combo.
It is, right. Like, how can the laws of physics make workplaces safer?
Maybe using AI to predict how things might interact in a work environment.
That's what I was thinking too, using AI to design safer workplaces, equipment, processes, taking into account things like force, motion, all that.
The possibilities seem endless when you combine those two.
It's so cool how this symposium is bringing together experts from so many different areas.
It really shows that AI is more than just tech. It's pushing people to work together and share knowledge.
Totally. It's about looking at the big picture, which is exactly what we need for something as complex as workplace safety.
So we've talked about how AI can help with identifying hazards, assessing risk, evaluating performance, training, even making documents easier to understand.
Mhm.
Is there anything AI can't do?
Well, hold on. Let's not get too carried away. AI is amazing, but it's not magic.
True.
It needs us, our expertise, our guidance.
It can give us information, spot patterns, make predictions, but it can't replace how we think and make decisions.
You're right. It's about finding that balance, human smarts and AI smarts.
AI gives us amazing tools and insights, but it's up to us to use those insights, make the right choices based on what we know and the specific situation.
And that's where we come in. Critical thinking, ethics, adapting to unexpected stuff. Those are all things that humans are still better at.
It's not about humans versus AI. It's about humans plus AI.
Working together, each playing to their strengths to make work safer and more efficient.
Exactly. And it seems like that's what this symposium's all about. They've got sessions on ethics, governance, all those workshops, and chances to network.
It's about making sure everyone understands what AI can and can't do and building a culture where it's used responsibly.
Now, what about the place itself? Setia City Convention Center in Malaysia. What can people expect?
Well, it seems like a modern, well-equipped place, everything you'd expect from a world-class convention center.
Sounds nice.
And it's conveniently located just outside of Kuala Lumpur, so people can easily explore the city and experience everything Malaysia has to offer.
So, spend the day learning about AI and safety tech, then explore street markets, try the local food, soak up the culture in the evening.
Exactly. Best of both worlds.
I like it.
And the fact that this symposium is attracting people from all over the world, that says a lot about how important this is. Clearly, this is something everyone's thinking about, and Malaysia is becoming a hub for innovation in this area.
That's impressive.
As we're wrapping up this part of our deep dive, what's your biggest takeaway so far?
For me, it's how many different ways AI can be used to improve safety at work. We've seen how it can analyze data, predict accidents, improve training, make communication better, even optimize work environments. But it's bigger than that.
What do you mean?
It's a whole new way of thinking about safety. Instead of reacting to problems, we're anticipating and preventing them before they even happen.
It's like we're moving from a reactive approach to a proactive, predictive one.
And that's a future I'm excited to be a part of.
I am too. And it's not just about, preventing those big accidents.
Right.
It seems like AI can actually make workers healthier overall.
Yeah, absolutely. We've talked about rehab for injured workers, but think about ergonomics.
Ergonomics.
Yeah, how our bodies work and move on the job. AI could look at how workers move, their posture, even things in the environment, and suggest changes to make things easier on their bodies.
So instead of waiting for someone to get hurt, AI could see the risks early on and say, hey, maybe adjust the workstation or the way you do this task. That would be huge for preventing injuries.
Exactly. And imagine systems that track workers' vital signs, their heart rate and all that.
In real time.
Yeah. So it could warn them if they're getting too hot, dehydrated, or even just tired.
Yeah.
This would be so helpful in jobs that are really physical or dangerous.
It's like AI is this, like invisible safety net all over the workplace.
That's a great way to put it. Constantly working to protect workers and make work healthier and more supportive.
And the crazy thing is, we're just getting started. As AI keeps getting better,
Who knows what's next?
it's hard to even imagine, right, what the future holds. Think about a world where workplace accidents are rare, where workers feel safe and supported, and where AI is helping to create a better work environment.
That's a future worth working towards.
Yeah.
And it's great to see events like this symposium making that happen.
Yeah.
They're not just showing off technology, they're bringing the best and brightest together to see how AI can really make a difference in people's lives.
Absolutely. If anyone out there wants to learn more about this event, they should definitely check out the OSH Tech Symposium website.
Yeah, all the info's there.
Speakers, the schedule, how to register, who knows, maybe we'll see you there.
And if you're in Malaysia in May 2025, you should definitely go. It's a chance to see the cutting edge of AI and safety, meet the people who are shaping this field, and maybe even get a sneak peek at the future of work.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into this exciting event, I want to leave you with this. Think about how AI could change your own workplace.
Yeah, think about it.
What problems could it solve? What new opportunities could it create for you and your colleagues?
Work is changing fast, and AI is a big part of that. If we use it wisely, we can make work not just more efficient, but safer, healthier, and more fulfilling for everyone.
Well said. And on that note, until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.